Welcome to Lesson 2 of Video Game Production and Programming. If you think about it, early human entertainment started out basically with a stage, and in some cases just actors, no props, no background, no nothing. Then it evolved into sort of the modern theater with backdrop and props and actors. From there, movies developed around the turn of the century, and then about 20, 30 years ago, video games started to come into play. If you think about it, a video game is really a movie in which you have the challenge of having the user interact with what's happening in the movie. So in these lessons, basically we're going through the various steps to work our way up to video game production, and we start out with the idea of a backdrop of a stage, which is going to be a simple image. In Lesson 2 we cover how the art image in Lesson 1 was created in detail. And one of the first issues, even for stage, is actors hitting their mark or going to a particular location on the stage. In a scene in OpenGL, figures are located using the Cartesian coordinate system, and you can look at the diagram, and basically it has an origin, which is the 0, 0 position, an x-axis, which is a horizontal line, a y-axis, which is a vertical line, and by giving a positive number on the x-axis you go right, a negative number on the x-axis you go left, positive number on the y-axis up, a negative number on the y-axis down. And using these coordinates we can locate any object in a scene, and by locating objects we can build up pretty complicated scenes, as was done in Lesson 1. You can learn more about Cartesian coordinates by going to the Wikipedia website and searching for Cartesian coordinates, and then after you've studied, try taking the test at the bcook.cs /gaming website. As mentioned in Lesson 1, the primary command for displaying a scene is to type .art space hyphen, and it takes a list of other commands in the file draw.txt and uses those commands to display a figure. What we're going to do is to go through each of those commands individually, have you type them into the draw.txt file, then go and start M and type .art space hyphen, and your modification should then display, and what it displays should be an illustration of what you intended. If not, you have to do what we call debugging. You may have made a mistake in the coordinates, or you may have misspelled the color. The computer is very particular about those. Remember that you can type the name of any command, .clear, .print, .rect, .triangle, etc., and it will give you help. The .clear command usually comes first in a drawing list. It takes a color name as an argument on the command line, and if you forgot what the color names are, you can just type .color space hyphen and it will list them all. And setting the background to a color is usually a first step to additional drawing operations. The next operation is .ellipse, and an ellipse is basically a circle that somebody either stepped on the top or kicked in the side. Again, you can look it up on Wikipedia. Ellipse has an X and a Y location, again using the Cartesian coordinates, and it has a width, a height, and then you can set the color, which is called the fill color because it will only be inside the ellipse, or you can use an image from the fun directory. The line command takes an XY coordinate starting point an XY coordinate endpoint and a color and draws a line. The .print command prints text or draws text using a font in the window. You need to go to the website indicated and study the font lesson carefully to have a good background in using this resource. Titles occur all over the place, from Star Wars movies to characters talking, so fonts are very important. Again, text has an XY coordinate, it has a size, and it has a rotation as well as a color. The final two commands are used to draw rectangles and triangles. Rectangles and triangles both can be either a color or can be filled with an image from the fun directory. Finally, we have a list of the commands used to draw the art in Lesson 1. Try variations of arguments and locations, or try creating your own backdrop to see how good you can get at it. And if you want some additional fun, you can try executing the RBot program. Just hold down the space bar to move the robot. I'll see you in Lesson 3.